kind of got messed up. This is part 7, chapter 7. Um, the beginning of this kind of got messed up. Some of the monks were saying, oh, how are we supposed to pray and all this noise around us because they're cleaning up the cathedral. Um, and then we came over to Philip, who was saying uh, that we're just cleaning up at the moment. We we have no idea who we're going to be hiring, um, uh, who we're hiring at the moment, and then Tom is showing him some drawings, which is what we're looking at right now. That's basically what the lead
Look
up
here
is.
first. Imagine you're standing in the centre of the nave, looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all. On top are the clear-story windows. The clear-story makes up 2/3 of the upper half. It's important that the wall is well proportioned to hold and to look beautiful. On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle. Shall I go on?
Yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
The bays of the arcade will all be handled equally, spanning the length of the entire building. When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors and buttresses. Now for that we need a plan like this to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly. I haven't told you everything about the floor plan yet. The chancel will have 4 bays.
What about the nave?
The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
It would be smaller, but not less impressive.
I guess a small cathedral would be closer to our means. It is still also uncertain. The king grants us timber and stone and wool from Shiring's pastures. But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
I'm stuck on this one. Should we be optimistic or pessimistic? I'm not too sure. Like, realistic, optimistic. Should we keep it real? Let's keep it optimistic. Just.
I know exactly how much this would cost. It would be no more than £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the Priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year, and we spend every penny.
On
Go
what?
on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
Okay, so there's other parts to this that we haven't
Let me
checked
tell you
out
more
yet.
about the walls.
Oh, whoops. That's the move to the next image. We haven't checked out this entire thing yet, have we?
Starting right in the middle is the Tribune
There we go.
Gallery.
I can see you've put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering, how long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
I have no idea. 8 to 10 years with 6 masons. 8 to 10 years. You gotta be out of your mind. 15 years with 30 masons. I have no clue, to be honest.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you hire 30 masons with enough labourers, apprentices, carpenters and smiths, they will be done in 15 years.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate. So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Fully exercise his skill.
Because he wants to teach people all.
Is that so? Then answer me this one last question. If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance? One of Judgment Day to teach people to be good? Or one of paradise to remind them of God's mercy?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things.
I'd rather see trees and animals.
I mean, doom and gloom or God's mercy. I mean, it's kind of a...
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
Milius, is there news of my brother?
No, unfortunately not. No one has seen or heard from him since
I like
the
how
bishop and Percy Hamley were
Tom
here.
hasn't, like, recognized the baby yet.
Papa, will there be statues inside?
Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played.
It's like, stop giving me more work to do.
Prior,
Yes?
my first wife, Agnes. She died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Jack, do me a favour and give Paul these herbs, will you?
But he's a monk. You don't like monks.
Well, it turns out not all of them are bad. Still, Be careful before you trust any one of them.
Well, your son already trusted me. Oh yes, I know that the builder is not his father, and I also know about you. It won't be long till they throw you out of Kingsbridge. Witch.
There he is!
Oh wow, that's good.
Give our prior the welcome he deserves!
Oh, you know, I am only following God's will.
Prepare to raise the bell! Make the prior proud!
Well, thank you.
Go on, Jack. Don't forget about Paul's herbs.
Yes, not indeed. Mother gave me these sage leaves. Let's have a look around.
Hey,
What are you doing?
I'm supervising. Tom asked me to. We see eye to eye now, you know. He asks me things and I can say yes or no.
Huh.
Hey, did you tell him that I had trouble with him? Right. I have to carve up some steaks later. If you want, you can help me. Or you can do whatever the hell it is you're doing all day. It's your call.
I think by not telling him that we told Tom, it kind of makes him think that Tom's doing it by his own will, you know? Like, is actually getting his insight and input. And like, trusting him more, I guess.
Oh, good day, boy. If you see your mother, tell her the pain's gotten worse. I think I might take her up on our offer now. Oh, don't you ever get as old as I am, boy. 'Tis not natural.
We still have his herbs here.
This is from my mother.
Oh, bless her. Boy, whatever Remedius says, your mother is a saint.
How kind of you, sir. How kind of you.
Oh, is that the bell? Can you see it from here? A bell without a cathedral. Your father certainly had strange ideas.
It might be. What's a bell?
Did he just ask what a bell is? Oh god. Oh, there's some wool, I believe.
Excuse me?
Is that? It is too.
You. I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have two fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sherburg.
I thought you weren't the builder's son.
Well, I am now.
I have to say,
Are we?
Prior Philip told me there would be a lot of sheep here.
I don't remember
can
anything
see
happening
He wasn't exaggerating.
Where
You know Philip
Tom
too?
and Ellen got
I do.
together.
He's the
What?
reason I'm here. Is he around?
He should be around somewhere. Busy man, that
What?
fellow. But don't worry.
I don't know. Maybe
Probably won't
he's
have
just
to
like
look for him for long.
getting ahead of himself, I think.
All right. Thank you.
But I don't think I missed anything in that department, so... How can she lumber around with that wool? Looks heavy as hell. Oh, you know who this is. I think.
Shall we go after them?
Walter.
No.
Ha.
Now we know where we can find
William.
Ha! Ho!
Of course. that freak William's back. Great.
My bishop.